Hello, I am KK. Welcome to KK's Tarot and Astrology. Today I'm doing a reading for Leo, uh, Leo rising, or you can listen for your sun moon, or you can listen if you know somebody who's a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Sometimes it's fun to see what's going on with other people too. I'm specifically going to do reading about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happening April 20th. It is a big transit. All the astrologers are talking about it. It is a rare occurrence. It's a 14-year, around a 14-year cycle. So you can think back what was going on with me 14 years ago. Might notice a few themes popping back up. I looked at the cut here. The androgyne and the despicable face. I got on the split. So I'm using the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck by Kim Kranz. I love her decks. And today's spread, I'm going to do current energy, what this Jupiter-Uranus is going to bring, and what the possible outcomes are. And move this here. So let me talk, this specifically for Leos, this is happening in your 10th house. And 10th house is a house of career. It's kind of how you show up in public. It's what you're known for. So maybe you've been noticing something happening in your 10th house lately in your career, maybe a new job or a change of, maybe you've been like, might be something different I want to be doing. Maybe I want to do the thing that I love. So we shall see. I'm going to look at the cards, see what they're talking about. You may have been feeling this for, like, I've been feeling it for the last month, at least, for sure. There's also been a bunch of other real big astrological events, like the solar eclipse last week. I'm also seeing that Pluto is squaring the sun. Pluto's in your 7th house. You might have a big transformation around people in your life, people you have contracts with. So that kind of makes sense. Maybe a boss, maybe you become the boss, who knows? Let's see, let's ask the cards. That's why we're here. So current energy, please, for the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. Current energy for Leos, please. It's a real so the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction can have kind of a manic feel, and that is actually what I'm feeling right now when I tune into your energy. It's that feeling of like, gotta go, I gotta get it now. I don't have any time to kind of wait. That's out with the old. So this is interesting. I'll show you what came out, and then I'll talk about it all together in a little bit. So the first for this current energy, the Earth's heart, and then against nature. This is very interesting. They look so similar to me. The color palette to me, and then underneath we have the yellowing. Well, it's immediately I'm saying, 10th house, what is the thing that you're passionate about? What is true to your heart? And how is your current situation not addressing that? How aren't you living or showing up in the way that your heart is longing? You know, it's a big void right here. Like what we're looking for is a sweet little rose that should be, you know, that's where your heart could be. So maybe that's what you're going through right now. The yellowing is things, you know, it's past due. Past due, maybe there's a change around your career or relationships that you're ready for a change. So that's the current energy. You might be feeling a little nervous about it. It might be a lot. All these worms here in this against nature. That's also a lot of the symbolism for Pluto, for the underworld, for things like that. This churning, you know, from the depths. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. Okay, so what change is this going to bring? What changes is Jupiter Uranus going to bring? So that is the nature of Uranus, is change making. It can be a total surprise out of nowhere, like you were not expecting this. You know, maybe something comes in that you're like, whoa, this is exactly what I wanted. And I was too afraid. Here it is. It's something wonderful. We've got Jupiter conjunct this big change. So when Jupiter brings in, it mostly brings in lovely things, but what it does is it expands. So if there's a change that's coming, it expands the breadth of that change. It's in Taurus, so Taurus is an earth energy, so it's going to affect us in our, you know, in reality, in the material world. That's what people call it. All right, so let me grab a card for what change is it bringing? What change does it bring? Ooh, this is what I thought. Sugar. That is sweet. It brings a lot of beauty, sweetness. Thank you, Jupiter. Right to you. It's just like, I love it. These little light energies, there's so much light energy. I mean, in the air right now. I'm gonna post, and this is also, it's exactly, so underneath is ash, which I was looking at this card earlier today and I was seeing it as, again, like manifesting or magnetizing the light orbs to you. I'm gonna post some videos of last week when I was trying to decide whether or not to do this channel, start up this channel. I was doing some practice videos and there were just like, when I watched them back, just tons of all these light orbs. I think it had to do with the eclipse energy that was so strong last week. Also, Chiron is underneath here. Now, last week during the eclipse, Chiron, the sun and the moon were all conjunct. So Chiron is the wounded healer, so it can bring up some old hurts that are ready to rise up, to be plucked, you know, taking the thorns out. Today, my partner was sitting on He was sitting on a pillow that he sits on every day, it's a chair cushion. And he's like, "Oh, what's that?" And there was a stick pin just sticking straight up out of this cushion. I was like, "Oh, this is the perfect it hadn't it was stuck inside. It was like a feather cushion. So somehow it got stuck in, maybe mixed in with all the feathers and took like years and years for this pin to pop up through." I was like, that is the perfect explanation of the Pluto energy right now, because Pluto is squaring the sun during this Jupiter Uranus conjunction. So it is literally like the things, the deep, dark depths, um, things are rising up. Like, what is that thing that's been kind of running the show? Why have I been so uncomfortable? And it's going to come up. I'm going to get to see it. And, I dig a little deep, cut the cushion a little bit to pull the pin out. All right. So now, possible outcomes. I have my little notes on what the reading is going to be over there. So the possible outcomes. Mhm, mhm. So it's just possible. We'll see. Everybody has a different chart. Maybe this resonates with you, maybe doesn't. Let me know in the comments. Dun, dun, dun. Also, I give personal readings. This is not a personal reading. This is a collective reading for Leos. Hopefully something in it kind of strikes a chord with you. But if you're curious about getting a personal reading, you can find me at astrologywithkk.com. You can go more in depth about all these houses and planets and aspects in your chart in particular. Okay, so what is a possible outcome? Also, if you see any light orbs behind me, oops, let me know. Oh, wow. Okay, a chunk came out, but I'm gonna take him. Because you know what? This is actually the energy that I pulled for that eclipse that I was just talking about, that solar eclipse. So possible outcome, which I love, this is called antimony. So antimony, this is a process by which all the negative, all the shazams gets eaten away, basically, and all that's left is the gold. And that's the white wolf. The white wolf will eat it away. I love it. Clean it all up. And underneath that, or along with that, the sun moon. Do, 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 do. What just happened? Eclipse. What it do? Oh, look at this. Cleared it all up. So antimony, it's clearing up all this gack to make it clear. This is a glass card. It's called the glass. So it's about clarifying what you want, how that heart shines clearly. We go back to the current energy. We have this heart kind of hidden way down deep, meaning our passions, our emotions, what we desire. How do we make that clear? I think that this energy that's coming in, this Jupiter, Uranus, this solar, sun, moon, solar eclipse is going to be, and this antimony, that things are going to become really clear in this next cycle. This probably this eclipse cycle. That's really fun. Hurrah! Manifesting. It's also crazy manifestation energy right now. Just be specific. Okay, so now I'm going to Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, underneath is cloud, smoke. What do I mean, that's this feeling I'm getting, like, what do I even want? Well, Jupiter Uranus is gonna come in, make it clear. Sometimes we start out talking about what we don't want, but maybe that's how it's good for, maybe that's how it will work for you, you know? Start taking things away. But it looks like then you gotta start saying, what do I want? What do I want? And that's when the sugar comes in. Okay, so I'm going to clarify this with this tarot deck called Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrin White Stein. I love the imagery on this deck. So please clarify current energies, Earth's heart and against nature. Please clarify Earth's heart and against nature. Please clarify. Please. Yeah, a lot of indecision. That's interesting. Two of Swords. That's you're up in your old brain pan, unsure what to do. What do you even want? It looks like it's around partnership, business partnership. That's Two of Cups. Okay, one more card, please. One more card for Earth's heart and against nature. It seems like you're contemplating. Oh, yeah. What do I want? Right now, I am feeling burdened. This Ten of Wands. This is an interesting card because that what's weighing down, it's kind of beautiful actually. You know, it's like she's searching for the right flower, you know, and here's a little flower right down there, the Earth's heart flower. Yeah, I think that's good. That's what's going on. Two of Swords, what do I even want? I can't find it. I don't even know. Maybe it all looks kind of good, you know. Got so much, you know, feeling weighted down, almost weighted down by the indecision. I'm collecting too much. What are the possibilities? Too much. What do I want? The star is underneath. What are my dreams? Okay, now please clarify for sugar. Please clarify. This is what change is this Jupiter Uranus bringing? What change does it bring? Oopsies. Ooh, I like this. So underneath we have the Strength card, which is exactly like that. That's talking about our intuition, who we are. It's Leo. Leo energy. Oh, look at her. And we have a Two of Wands. This is preparing to take action. This is, she has everything, but this is what she wants. So she's making new plans. I love it because it looks like she's looking up at this galaxy. Maybe this becomes a possibility. I'm going to do one more for that sugar card. Clarify with one more card. Two of Wands and sugar. Two of Wands. Ooh. It is about work. And Seven of Pentacles is workity, works. Workity works, but it could be work who you're working with. You know, maybe that needed to change up. Oh, this guy wants to come out. Ooh, beautiful. Look at this. Ace of Cups. What it's bringing in. It is. It's beautiful transformation. All this cups energy is something that you really do desire. Yeah. A gift from the universe. Forgive my shaking. I always shake, but it's beautiful. Beautiful, coming from within. Ace of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about possible outcome. Possible outcome to, we're going to clarify that sun, silver, antimony, and glass. Outcome. Possible. Possible. You guys see any orbs? Let me know in the comments. Okay, possible outcome, possible outcome. Woo, that is just way too many, but I like the top cards. But okay, I'm just going to show you what the top card. Oh my goodness. And then I'm putting back the Lovers. Oops, the Lovers and 10 of Cups, which is also love energy. There's too many cards there. Okay, I'm just gonna read them because they just like talk in a sentence to me, so I'm just gonna read them in a sentence. Okay, so it looks like healing around work, finding your true desire, what gives you vitality in work, discerning, being discerning, and intuitive, using your intuition to discern, to find out what clearly satisfies you in terms of like your emotional world. This 7, so when I was talking about that Pluto is in your 7th house, and it's squaring the sun in your 10th, and your 10th house is where Jupiter Uranus conjunction is taking place. That's kind of this story here is, I'll show you the cards for those of you who are into tarot and can kind of discern along with me. So 4 of Cups is healing. 3 of Cups is work. Okay, so that we're talking about your 10th house of work. We're talking about where your heart is, what you actually desire, what could give you emotional satisfaction, because that was what we're talking about, the first energy here, the heart, and that it seems like currently it's not in your place of work or your career. That's what the 10th house is about. It is about where your passions lie. The sun, we picked the sun, we got the sun before. It's like what drives you, your vitality, your ambition around work. 8 of Pentacles, your artistry, also your mastery. And the curtains will part, the High Priestess. This is a card about intuition, higher intuition. The King of Swords is about balance, discernment. She has that star from the star card, which can represent hope. So she's going to put the star, she has it right on her needle. Just like this is literally what the cushion that my friend was sitting on with the, I mean, the needle was sticking up exactly like that. He was getting 10 of swords, 10 of swords. So Pluto is in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign that couldn't be represented by this King of Swords energy. That it's just helping clarify. It's bringing this glass in. And then what do we find? So the seventh house can be about marriage, you know. I wonder if you're possibly working with somebody that you're partnered with, or this could all like love partnered, or this could be finding the emotional satisfaction and depth with someone else in terms of your career. It could also just be for your own heart that finally you found it. You found the thing that you want to do. You found your purpose. I love that. This beautiful rainbow, all this water energy. So these energies are not like when I'm talking about Jupiter, Uranus, that's happening in Taurus, but we've got these, major planets in Pisces doing a number for the last few weeks. There was the Saturn, and Pisces is a water sign, which is why I'm bringing that up right now. So Saturn, Mars, Venus just traveled through Pisces. Neptune's been hanging out in Pisces for like 11 years. So those planets have been talking a lot about this emotional depths. They've been bringing up a lot of emotions, and they're interacting with Jupiter, Uranus. Like today, as I'm recording this, Mars is sextiling Jupiter, Uranus, and Mars had just been conjunct Saturn. So all these energies are working together. Nothing's like that. That is what a chart is about. They don't just like over here we're having Jupiter, Uranus, but that is a singularity. It's not, it's all talking. All the planets are talking, and they're really talking right now. It's been a lot, big energy. So I would love to hear from you. Let me know if any of this resonates with you. And if you've noticed any big changes or had any big changes lately. You might not just show up in your career, because maybe your natal Uranus or your natal Jupiter probably in some other house. So what other area of the chart of your natal chart, you might be feeling the change there. So anyway, it can be real. It can show up in a lot of different areas of your life, a lot of different places in your chart. Oh, look I just at the bottom is this deck happens to have two Kings of Swords. I'm supposed to pick which one. There's a masculine and a feminine version of them. King of Swords, King of Swords. But I like keeping them both in the deck. So it is really about clarity. King of Swords can bring in some real clarity for you. Okay, I'm going to pick one little bonus card for advice. Do you have any advice? Do you have any advice for my Leos? Leos. Do you have any advice? This is some big advice. So I was just looking back at, how we started, and this is a real like feeling confused, Two of Swords with the Ten of Wands, and that confusion feeling like such a heavy weight on you. So this last, when I asked for advice, what I got are more swords energy. So this is more like mental energy. That it, oh, because Mercury is conjunct um, Chiron actually today. So Mercury rules the mind. Um, what we have here is this Five of Swords. Can you see that? There it is. So Five of Swords is like little half blind, things in the shadows, shattered, you know. She's got this little piece of the past that she's holding on to. But this card can mean it can be a lot about negative self-talk, um, like really kind of hating on yourself, spinning all kinds of stories. And then I'm seeing at the bottom of that is this Three of Swords. And this Three of Swords, you can see right in his heart. He's got three swords, three arrows right in his heart in that rose. Oh, look at that. So these are two different decks, you know, and what do we have at the Earth's heart? This little rose. So it's kind of like this rose is so buried deep. It's so buried, and it's probably buried because the heart's been hurt. You know, we were talking about Chiron. This is my Chiron card. This is the wounded healer. Um, um, this is heartbreak. Um, you know, like when you open it, when you get back in there, it hurts. So you kind of try and protect yourself with your brain, and it's not really helping you out. You kind of have to get back in. You got to go back in there. Um, so luckily, all this energy, it's forcing us. We're all back in. We're all in our wounds again, you know, and we're all in our emotional body. That eclipse conjunct, that eclipse, that's kind of what that eclipse was doing. It was showing us, it was just bringing up the Chiron energy. Chiron had to stay in the sun, kind of. But the positive part of Chiron is Chiron was wounded. He was very wise, half mortal, half immortal. And he got shot accidentally by Hercules' poison arrow. And it was a wound that could not be healed. But he couldn't die from it either. So all the work that he did in trying to find the cure, like he was able to share with others. So that's why they call him the wounded healer. So some people sometimes I call him the wounded. Do they? Maybe not. Why am I saying wounded warrior? Because he's in Aries right now, and Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the warrior. That's why. So, and so there's this very active bringing up of the wounds, you know, like Mars doesn't want to keep it, you know, shove it down. Don't shove it down. Don't, you know, mastermind some way to like tuck it away. It's coming up and out. You cannot hide from Chiron. Yeah. So be kind. Be kind to you. Be kind with your mind. Be kind to your own self, for sure, and to others, of course. All right. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Just building this channel, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a lovely transit. Bye.